That's a wolf?
It's May 2nd, 2011. Two helicopters are traveling towards Abbottabad, Pakistan. On board are 24 Navy SEALs. Their target is the man. It's May 2nd, 2011.
2011. That's kind of not too long ago, I ain't gonna lie. It's what, 2025? That's kind of close a little bit.
Two helicopters are traveling towards Abbottabad, Pakistan. On board are 24 Navy SEAls.
Now, this is like the Call of Duty, hold on. This is like the plane in Warzone. You know, like in Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? Like in Warzone, y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Like before you even jump out the plane, it's like a little cut scene with your character. This look exactly like Warzone. And not gonna lie, this look like some of the, if not the current, but the past Call of Duty, like, you know what I'm saying, skins. Like they look exactly like this. Like this crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Their target is the man behind the September 11th attacks, Bin Laden.
September 11th. What happened September 11th? Wait, what month September is? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 9/11. 9/11. 9/11. I did not know 9/11. So he started it? He started it? Like what? Nah, hold on. 9/11, 9/11, 9/11. I'm trying to think everything that happened. Mind you, bro, last time I learned about 9/11 was up in, bro, I literally was in 5th grade. But I do not remember learning about, like, but then again, when I was in 5th grade, he probably still was alive. So, wait, 9/11. So, whoa, hold on. So, what year did 9/11 happen? See, okay, hold on. History. See, that's why I'm getting stuck, because I'm confused. Hold on. Hey Siri. When did 9/11 happen? What year?
It happened September 11th, 2001.
So yeah. In 5th grade, he was still alive. So that's why I didn't know that he was a part of it. Because America probably didn't know or figure out he was a part of it because he still was alive. Ooh! Nah, for real though. Hey, I just broke that down crazy. That made so much sense. So 9/11 happened in 2001. Yeah, so he passed, or America got him at 10 years later. So that's why I didn't know he was a part of the history, because I don't know what year it was when I was in 5th grade, but it for sure wasn't nowhere near 2011. That's insane. But yeah, so he was still alive then. That's why when we found out about 9/11, he wasn't mentioned. Because the only thing I remember learning in 5th grade about 9/11 was it was 2 planes, right? It was 2 planes. And yeah, that's the only thing I remember. 2 planes. And I think it was what it's called? What it's called? It's like some big old thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like some big thing that was in that area or something, like, or did it hit some big thing? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's something out there that's shaped like this. It's just called a hexagon, pentagon. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I ain't really like, I mean, history was my favorite subject in school, history and math, but I don't even remember that part. Mind you, I was in 5th grade. I do not remember that. All I remember, I think 2 planes just went straight crashing. That's all I remember, gang. But yeah, I did not know. So like he was like the leader. Like he the ones that probably told the dudes like, say y'all boys go crash into America. That's crazy. So he like the head leader of that. That's insane. I did not know that. But of course I heard the name Osama bin Laden. I just never knew what he did, to be honest. But now we know. No cap.
The mission is top secret, known only to the highest ranks of.
Wait, that's Barack Obama? Crazy.
The U.S. government. After
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Does this count as politics? I be trying to stay away, especially because I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's really why I be trying to stay away from politics, because I don't got enough information about everything to even be able to speak on it. So that's why I stay away from really any topic and subjects that I don't got enough knowledge on or knowledgeable about, because you might literally be, it's kind of hard to give an explanation without the right info and context and stuff. So yeah.
After a decade of searching, the world's most wanted man has finally been located. The operation has 3 main steps. First, they must land undetected. Second, they must enter the compound. And finally, they must eliminate or capture the target. However, bin Laden is aware of every threat, so his building is heavily guarded. 12-foot-high walls surround the complex, made of solid concrete, reinforced with barbed wire. The main structure is a 3-story building. Every window is blacked out. Balconies have privacy walls and shades, so high-altitude drones cannot see inside. The SEALs are going in blind. After 90 minutes flying across the feet of the Hindu Kush Mountains, the compound is in sight. Now they must land without being detected, although they have a big problem. 18 minutes to target. The White House deliberately withheld information from the Pakistani government, worried that bin Laden could be tipped off. If spotted, the SEAL team will be treated as hostile forces. To make matters worse, less than a mile away from the compound is a Pakistani military academy that is heavily armed. That's why this plan has been crafted by some of the world's greatest tactical minds. First, they must fly low en route to the compound, decreasing the chance of being tagged by Pakistani radar. Upon arrival, 1 helicopter is designated to hover over the roof, enabling SEALs to fast rope down and breach the building from above, taking the residents by surprise. The second helicopter is tasked with deploying another.
Wait, so how was they able to manage? Okay, I get they flew low to not get detected. I'm thinking of GTA terms, because in GTA in certain missions you got to fly low so the military won't shoot you out the sky. But okay, the goal is to land and get there undetected. Can't y'all easily get detected because helicopters make a noise? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the noise from, you know what I'm saying, the big blades on top, the big 4 blades, and I guess the engine, when people hear a helicopter landing. So technically, they may not know. Well, I get it, because they might hear it, but they could be normal. So technically, you still undetected because they might think it's they people. But how did they know that they people could potentially be landing helicopters that day? That's what I'm saying. Like, they supposed to land undetected, but can't they still be detected because of that helicopter noise? That's all I'm saying.
Other team at the front of the main building, ensuring the assault is conducted from multiple angles, preventing anyone inside from trying to escape. Finally, 3 helicopters are waiting on standby in case backup is needed. As the men sit in the helicopter, President Obama observes from the comfort of the White House.
What? I ain't gonna lie. They make the military, or this the SEAL, Navy SEAL. I don't know, whatever. Navy SEAL, military, what's another name for them? It's another one. Navy SEAL, Marines. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they making it sound cool. I ain't gonna lie. But it is risky. You know how much balls you gotta have to land in like the most wanted dude territory? So like, yeah, like even though it sound cool, but once you out in that field, you out there. Ain't no going back. No cap. That's why I'm pretty sure, like, to even make it to like this certain level of task, or you know what I'm saying, to actually go be one of the ones that they tell you to go do this type of mission, your skill set got to be up there, because they ain't sending nobody that they think that'll be like, oh, never mind, I don't think I'm built and ready for this. So you got to really be ready. Like, I'm pretty sure these people ready to, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful. This is risky. Like, your life is literally on the line all the time. So like, shout out to them boys. Like that's why, like, yeah, you gotta respect them, man. No cap. But yeah, I did not know he was able to watch it. That's crazy. Like technology was that advanced back in 2011. Like that he can watch all that from the screen of his TV. Like that's crazy.
Despite 8 months of planning, they forgot one important detail. The first helicopter descends to drop SEALs off onto the compound's roof. While attempting to hover, the pilot loses control and
Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie, I know they nah, cause you gotta think though. Like these people are strong. I was about to say I know their anxiety went up. But nah, I'm pretty sure they trained for this. Like it's probably no anxiety at all. They probably nonchalant to this. Like, yeah, cause you gotta think the training they go through, like prepare them for stuff. So like, yeah, they probably instantly knew what to do right after that, no cap. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they adrenaline start rushing like crazy. Cause one mess up could cost your life. Put your life on the line. So yeah, I know they adrenaline start rushing. Like man, they locked in real fast, I'm pretty sure. But could you imagine though? Like I know you couldn't imagine being a rookie doing this, bro. Like you know how much anxiety you would have?
nose dives into the central courtyard. The tail of the aircraft breaks into two. Seeing this, the second helicopter reacts and safely lands in the open field outside the compound.
Told y'all, boys.
Luckily, none of the passengers are injured. The SEALs quietly assemble at the critical points of entry, unsure if they've already alerted everyone inside. The real test is about to begin. While on the ground, it's clear just how self-sufficient the complex is, allowing Osama bin Laden to minimize contact with the outside world. A greenhouse is located to the northeast. Here, vegetables are grown. Nearby are a couple of animals.
Tell me why I thought greenhouse meant weed. Like, bruh. I thought it meant like weed house. That's crazy. But I ain't gonna, never mind.
Both helping reduce the number of trips to grocery stores. In the same area, piles of trash are burnt instead of being left to the local rubbish collectors. The CIA had never observed bin Laden entering or leaving the building, allowing him to remain undetected with his family for over 5 years.
What?
That was, the CIA had never observed bin Laden entering or leaving the building, allowing him to remain undetected with his family for over 5 years. That was, until now. After last being sighted in 2001, it took the CIA 9 years to find bin Laden. But your location is available in seconds, exposed to the worst types of people. Something you can avoid with Surfshark VPN. That information in all your online also offers search engine 30 days, then you will receive points on the ground full refund. One team is tasked with breaching the gate that leads to the guest house. Multiple SEAL groups position themselves around various entrance points on the ground floor. The final team is posed outside the compound to ensure the neighbors can be controlled if they wake up. 3 SEALs breach the entrance of the guest house. They enter to see a man with an AK-47. They radio to the rest of the team that the guest house is cleared. 3 dead, one of which is Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti.
Wait.
If they wake up. 3 see various entrance points on the ground floor. The final team is posed outside the compound to ensure the neighbors can be controlled if they wake up. 3 SEALs breach the entrance of the guest house. They enter to see a man with an AK-47. They radio to the rest of the team that the guest house is cleared. 3 dead, one of which is Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. This is bin Laden's messenger and one of his closest confidants, the man who unknowingly gave away their location. Many captured followers would frequently mention his alias during interrogations. After discovering his identity, the CIA tracked his whereabouts, leading to this compound in the city of Abbottabad, and coincidentally, bin Laden. But of all places, why would bin Laden choose to hide in the country of Pakistan? With heavy American occupation in Afghanistan, remaining would be too risky. Pakistan, being a neighboring country, made it simple to slip across the border undetected. At the same time, the proximity to his group allowed couriers to report progress and activities easily. Back on the ground, step 2 of the mission begins, breaching the inside of the compound. The team at the southern entrance carefully unlocks the door and enters the first floor. This area is where the family spends their free time. The first room is a typical sitting room with floor-level couches decorated with abstract floral patterns. The place is grungy, a far cry from what one might expect of a house in this affluent area. Opposite the kitchen is a room that serves as a makeshift classroom. Here, the many children of the house are homeschooled in Arabic. In the shadows, a man crosses the corridor. He leans out the doorway and the SEALs fire. They quickly push into the room.
No talking is crazy. Like, you ain't gonna even give him a chance. Like, crazy. They is not playing.
Inside, another man desperately reaches out to grab a rifle. The threat has been eliminated. Still weary that other armed house members might be on the first floor, the SEALs spread out and clear each room, but no one is present. The SEALs may have made it inside, but a solid metal door stands between them and the second floor. It's too strong for their standard charges to break through. High-power explosives would be effective, but the noise would jeopardize the mission. Instead, they deploy precision breaching charges, small but focused blasts meant to disable the lock without drawing attention. They need another way in. The SEALs exit and radio to give the all-clear for the first level. But the mission is far from over, and getting to the second floor poses a complex and potentially deadly challenge. 6 minutes to the target. The second SEAL team landed outside and arrived at the front of the compound. They see the entrance to the second floor with a staircase and security gate that need to be opened by force. After executing the charge, the team carefully climbs the stairs leading to the second floor.
I ain't gonna lie, this looks so fun, bro. I don't know, am I the only one that think this looks so fun and interesting? Like, imagine doing this with the bros. You know what I'm saying? Like, going on a mission like y'all in Call of Duty. I like this crazy. This so similar to Call of Duty. No wonder why. Like, that's crazy. Like, so we see where Call of Duty get their ideas from, like from real life. Not saying this scenario in general, but real life. That's what I'm saying. Like, this crazy.
However, they hear footsteps above. Looking down is an individual with a weapon.
And y'all know what I noticed? I'm like, this stuff can be so risky, right? Like, it can be so risky to the point, like, imagine like a random explosive, like hidden explosive, like just anywhere. And let's say you accidentally run into it. That's how like risky like these missions and tasks could be. Cause like, what if you end up hitting a random explosive that you didn't know was there? Or what if they got a explosive waiting on you because they already know you coming, but you think they don't know you coming? Like, for example, like this certain building that they in can literally get blown up at any second. Like, that's how risky and serious this stuff like this get. Like, it's crazy.
White t-shirt, curious about what's happening. He is neutralized. It's Osama bin Laden's son, Khalid. The team sees inside the compound's second floor for the first time.
Wait.
A staircase and security gate that need to be opened by force. After executing the charge, the team carefully climbs the stairs leading to the second floor. However, they hear footsteps above. Looking down is an individual with a white t-shirt, curious about what's happening. He is neutralized. It's Osama bin Laden's son, Khalid.
Crazy.
The team sees inside the...
They must be using silencers on their gun. No cap. No, they have to be. Like, they had to be using silencers on their gun, bro. Because, like, for them to do all this and get undetected is insane. But another thing, too, you know how much skill you got to have doing something like this, y'all boys? Like, bro, you got to have good aim, bro. Because imagine you miss a shot. That can cost your life. and your team's life as well. Like, bro, you gotta have precise accuracy. Like for y'all that ever play GTA, y'all know like certain missions that you go on, and it be like, eliminate the target that's in front of you. If y'all miss that shot, he'll instantly alert the other guards. So like this basically is that situation or scenario, but in real life. If you miss, bro, it can be over. So the fact that they actually not missing is crazy.
Compound second floor for the first time. Despite having no phones or internet, this is where the residents keep themselves up to date about the events of the outside world. The control center for high-ranking group members consists of 3 rooms filled with critical information. Each setup contains multiple computers, hard drives, and storage devices full of secrets and operations. Bin Laden was clever in using a method of communication that made it nearly impossible for the CIA to track. He avoided using online messages and direct electronic communication, relying instead on a courier system to remain undetected. He preferred writing handwritten letters, although if he wanted to send messages over long distances, he would store them on a USB flash drive, and a courier would then travel to a location far from the compound and send the message. But relying on offline storage came with a risk. It had to be physically stored somewhere, and the team just uncovered his stash. This massive collection of intel could help America fight the war against terrorism, but they can't check now. First, each room must be cleared before heading to the 3rd floor, completing the mission's final step. 2 minutes to the target. 10 years ago, Osama bin Laden was trapped in the Tora Bora cave complex in northern Afghanistan, surrounded by US and Afghan forces. With 1,000 of his men by his side, Osama bin Laden was trapped in the Tora Bora cave complex in northern Afghanistan, surrounded by US and Afghan forces. With 1,000 of his men by his side, he faced relentless airstrikes and ground assaults. It was reported that he recorded a farewell message, convinced his capture or death was imminent. And yet, he escaped. Whether through a hidden tunnel or with the help of local tribes, he slipped through the grasp of US forces. The team cannot let this happen again. This is their one shot. Fail now, and he might be gone forever. The SEALs form a tight line and quietly walk up the staircase. They reach the 3rd
So they almost had him before, and he still got away. That's crazy.
Floor. It's pitch black. Even with night vision goggles, they can barely see. They listen and wait patiently for any movement. Suddenly, they see a quick glimmer passing in front of them. A shot is fired and they quickly move in. 5 seconds to the target. As they rush the room, they see 2 women, bin Laden's wives, in shock. In one corner of the room, children are crying and curled up. In front of them, a tall male with a grayish beard is on the floor. They've found him. Target eliminated.
Wow. In front of the kids. And his wives.
But the threat hasn't ended. Another high-ranking member.
That just go to show you, man, when you live in a certain life, bro, it can get serious, bro. In front of the kids and the wife, man.
Could take his place. Intel on the 2nd floor could be a game changer. Hard drives and other information that could expose the entire organization, delivering a second devastating blow. Out of nowhere, a troubling message crackles over the SEALs' radio. The Pakistan military base nearby has ordered jets to take off for immediate action. They know something is going on. Time is running out. The team quickly starts putting bin Laden's body into a bag. They need to bring it back to the base for DNA testing. The SEALs are confident it's him, although they can't be sure. Few images of bin Laden existed. The most publicized one was taken 14 years ago in 1997. Meanwhile, other team members are on the 2nd floor, securing as much intelligence as possible before the Pakistani military arrives. They take everything they can get their hands on: hard drives, laptops, and phones. With the clock ticking, final checks are made, ensuring nothing critical is left behind. Before leaving, the crash-landed helicopter is destroyed to prevent its state-of-the-art technology from falling into enemy hands. As the backup helicopter approaches, the team prepares for extraction. None of the SEALs were wounded or hurt, making it one of the most precise and successful missions.
That's crazy. They went for the most wanted man and got untouched. Or like, that's crazy. Not even a bullet hit them. Not even a knife cut hit them.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed.
Bro, they didn't even get hit with a punch. Like, that ain't nothing but a blessing from God, bro, that they did that untouched. They for sure need that, man. If I was them, I would have thanked God right after the mission, bro. I would have thanked God on that plane. Cause like, you gotta think, bro. When you think if we going for the most wanted person, you would think, bro, the chances of me making it out of this mission alive is like very like, you know what I'm saying, risky. So if I was them, bro, I'll be like, man, thank God that I lit like, but instantly, bro, cause I knew like my life was at risk. You feel me? No cap.
Osama bin Laden.
As President Obama announced bin Laden's death to the world, his burial was already underway. To prevent his grave from becoming a shrine for extremists, the decision was made against giving him a grave. Instead, his body was wrapped in a white shroud and placed into a weighted bag and lowered deep into the sea. The intel from the compound's hard drives proved invaluable. Alongside unexpected finds like Super Mario Bros. And Counter-Strike, the drives contained around 97,000 documents that have taken years to analyze. The information helped expose the inner workings of how his group operated, alongside future plans. It was around 3 a.m. in Pakistan when the army chief was told about the details of the raid. It was reported that their nearby forces only arrived at the scene after the SEALs had departed. In the days and weeks after the raid, the compound would be visited by Pakistani intelligence agencies, locals, journalists, and explorers. 9 months after the operation, local authorities destroyed the compound to prevent it from becoming a tourist attraction. Today, all that is left is a concrete foundation.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy.